Once again, all of you welcome to Narayan PU online classes. So in the last part we discussed the vapor pressure of the liquid and liquid solutions. We discussed in the form of Raoult's law. Okay, so the next topic is vapor pressure of solid in liquid solutions. Vapor pressure of solid in liquid solutions. Okay, so we want to add solid in liquid. Generally, solid and liquid can form solution only. What it forms? Solution. Okay, here okay, solid plus liquid. Solid plus liquid can form what? Solution. Here solid is non-volatile. Solid is non-volatile. Liquid is what? Volatile. Okay. Let us, we want to take that liquid in one beaker. This beaker can be in the form of closed container only. So this is the liquid. Okay. The liquid, what type of liquid is? The liquid is what? Volatile liquid only. This is a solvent. The solvent is what? Volatile only. Okay. You know, in the previous concept we discussed, if the liquid is volatile, the liquid molecules undergo what? Vaporization only. Okay. So this is the surface only. Okay. This is the surface. Imagine these are what molecule means? Solid molecules only. Now let us see here the molecules can be escaped. Escaped means what? Here converted into what? Vapors only. So this what means here? This is the escaping tendency of the solid molecules only. Now we are taking here one more container. Okay. To this container, what we want to add means we want to add a non-volatile solute. Already we have solvent is there. We have already solvent is there. To this solvent, what we are adding? We are adding a solid. What the solid is? Non-volatile solid only. Whenever the non-volatile solid is added, whenever the non-volatile solid is added to the pure solvent, when a non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, then what happens means here the vapor pressure of the solution is decreases only. Vapor pressure of the solution is what? Decreases. So here what is there here? Solid plus solvent is there. Okay. Now we see here when a non-volatile solute is added to volatile solvent, the vapor pressure of the solution is decreases only. Why the vapor pressure of the solution is decreases? Because in the case of pure solvent, here you can see it is a pure solvent only. In case of pure solvent, more number of molecules escaping, okay, from the surface only. So this much of molecule can be escaped from the surface. When a non-volatile solute is added to volatile solvent, then what happens here? Some of the solute particles are occupied by, so some of the solvent particles are replaced by solute particles only. These are what particles? Solute particles only. Whenever the solvent molecules are replaced by some of the solute particles, the escaping tendency of the volatile liquid is what? Decreases only. Then finally what is there? Vapor pressure is what? Decreases only. Now I'll write one point here. When a non-volatile solute is added to volatile solvent, vapor pressure of solution is decreases. When a non-volatile solute is added to volatile solvent, what happens? Vapor pressure of the solution is what? Decreases only. Okay. Already I told why it is decreases, because some of the solute particles are occupied by the solid molecules. That's the reason escaping tendency of the solid molecules decreases, thereby vapor pressure is what decreases. So let us see here vapor pressure of pure solvent. We can say here P naught only. What is P naught? Vapor pressure of the pure solvent. Okay. Now here vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution is equal to P. What is the relation? Which one is more among this P naught and P? Means P naught always greater than P. Means what? Vapor pressure of the pure solvent always greater than P. Okay. Now we can see one more point here. When a non-volatile solute are adding, okay, the decrease in the vapor pressure of the solution mainly depends on what here? Amount of the non-volatile solute added to the solution only. Okay, we'll write here one point here. Decrease in vapor pressure depends on amount of non-volatile solute. Okay, amount of which one? Non-volatile solute. Means the decrease in the vapor pressure mainly depends on what? Amount of the non-volatile solute is added. Okay, if we increase the amount of the solute, then what happens? The vapor pressure is decreases. That is mainly depends on which one? Okay, amount of the non-volatile solute. Generally, if you know the binary solution, in the binary solution, what is there here? Binary solution is made up of two components. One is solute and one is what? Solvent only. Okay. Then you can see here, we can apply here Raoult's law only. What is Raoult's law? According to Raoult's law, the partial pressure is directly proportional to which one? Mole fraction only. And right here, according to Raoult's law, you know the definition, the partial pressure of each component of the solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction only. Yeah, so I'll write here partial pressure D is directly proportional to mole fraction of the component is, I'm taking x1 only. From this I'll write here P is equal to some P1 naught into what x1 I'm taking only. Okay, so we are writing only for the particular one component only. Why here? Because the one component in solid, it cannot exert any pressure only. It cannot exert any pressure. The pressure only exerted by what means here? Liquid only. Okay. So what is P here? This is the partial pressure of the liquid. Okay. Or you can say here what is x1 and this is the mole fraction of the liquid. What is P1 naught? It is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent only. Vapor pressure of the pure solvent. So P is equal to some P1 naught into what? X1. X1 is equal to what here? Mole fraction of solvent. What is solvent here? Liquid is the solvent. And what is P1 naught here? This is P1 naught is vapor pressure of which one? Vapor pressure of what? Pure solvent. What is P? P means what here? Vapor pressure of the solution. Partial pressure of the solution. Let us see the graph for this one component you are taking. Okay. So what you are taking here means you are taking here mole fraction. Okay, na? Mole fraction you are taking, and we are taking here vapor pressure, and this is the mole fraction of, suppose MF means what? Mole fraction only. Mole fraction you are taking, suppose here x1, here 1, it is what? 0, 1. What this side mole fraction of x1 is 1, this side mole fraction of x1 is what? 0, 1. Now we will get the graph like this one. Okay, so if you take this one, I will take it is a P1 only. Okay, the vapor pressure of the pure solvent is what here? P1 not on. Okay, so here I draw the graph vapor